Hey guys, so we have the Golden Week Dual Dokkan Fest information here. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the details. We have animations as well. It's the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Fat BUU slash, what is his official name? Majin BUU Good. Their stats. And we have Banner Unit Evil BUU, which is pretty interesting. We don't really have a good Evil BUU in the game, so that's nice. And then I love how they just Easy Aid the Int Gotenks, and now we're getting a Banner Unit Gotenks. Thanks, man. All right, let's take a look here. I'm gonna have to open these. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I am going to give me a second and I will be right back. I'm gonna get all these open in separate windows with high quality. All right, so first we'll just go through the banner units. I don't want to have a billion tabs open here. So we have Majin BUU Pure Evil. He is tech. Let's take a look here. Super tech effect. Does it even say the full thing? Massive raise attack 4 turns and causes supreme damage. Okay, so no defense. Massively raises for 4 turns. That's interesting. Majin Brutal Beatdown, Combat Mad, Infinite Generation, Nightmare, Wall Standing Tall, First Battle. It's kind of what we expected from pretty much any BUU character. All right, so the passive is the Threat of Pure Evil. Key +1 attack and defense 40%. Chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies' attacks plus 10% per Majin Power category ally in the team. And if all allies are in the Majin Power category, launches an additional super attack and all attacks become critical hits. Okay. So obviously wants to be on a full Majin Power team. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 60% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack plus 60% if HP is 60% or more when attacking. Recovers 5% HP at start of turn. Recovers an additional 5% HP when HP is 80% or less at start of turn. And recovers an additional 10% HP when HP is 40% or less at start of turn. Survives KO attacks up to once within a turn when HP is 40% or more. Interesting. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character and countering with tremendous power. Wow, he has a counter. And then recovers HP with sweet treats. So the one thing that jumps off of the page to me with this character is he has very low start of turn buffs. 40% attack and defense. That is like 2016. That is like no character starts the turn with 40% attack and defense these days. So that is a little bit concerning. He gets some dodge when you have Majin Power allies, right? Category ally on the team. So if you are running a full Majin Power category team, you're going to get 70% dodge, right? Because it doesn't say other category allies. This character is included in that calculation, I guess. 50% chance to nullify and counter Ki Blast supers. He straight up survives KO attacks when he has 40% or more HP. This could be interesting because as a floater, he's going to be dodging most hits anyway. So if he gets tagged once at the end, he's going to be fine. It's kind of like Yajirobe a little bit, honestly. Is what he reminds me of. And that is it for BUU. Okay, interesting. I don't really think he's anything too insane. He's not supporting at all, which is what we really wanted to see out of a banner character. This Gotenks is going to be... I mean, we literally just got the Int Gotenks Easy A. I think this is going to be a pretty tough ask for this character to be comparable to that, but maybe we'll see. All right, so we have the super attack effect, which is going to be massively raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause supreme damage. Okay, off to a really good start. Massive 100% raise for 1 turn. That's good. Link, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fused Fighter, Over in a Flash, and Fierce Battle. A billion categories because of Gotenks. All right, let's take a look at his passive. Attack and defense 177%. That's what we're used to seeing. Great chance of Ki +7. So he has a 70% chance to just get 7 Ki at the beginning of the turn. Then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 77% when performing a super attack. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Great chance of evading enemies' attacks for 7 turns from the character's entry turn. And then high chance of evading enemies' attacks starting from the turn after that, turn 8. Then he gets an additional 77% attack and defense as the 2nd or 3rd attacker in a turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% up to 77% with each attack evaded. Okay, which should be easy to do considering he has a 70% chance to dodge. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 20% up to 77% with each super attack performed. It's kind of a similar spot, I would say, to the Evil BUU. So neither of these characters are support units, which is, again, what we're really looking for out of banner characters. The goal of these banner units is to be able to work well and empower the main Dokkan Fest character. I guess with BUU, you could just easily make the argument he's going to work well with the MAJIN BUU, the Dokkan Fest MAJIN BUU, because they're both BUU characters. But in terms of actually providing the character with help in the form of support or orb changing or whatever, not really at that level with these characters. So they're okay. Not really super impressed by these guys, but they should be solid characters, I would say. So let's move on to the actual Dokkan Fest units now. I'm going to pull them up in a second. All right, so let's start with Goku. So we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel. He is AGL type. Let me just see his leader skill. So leader skill is Majin Buu Saga, Otherworld Warriors, or Accelerated Battle, 170% 3 key. And then the additional 30% is Kamehameha or Time Limit. So the fact that he has 3 base leader skills, I think, is very strong. Majin Buu Saga should be good because they mentioned in the producer letter that these characters are going to be wanting to run alongside other Majin Buu Saga characters. So the fact that they're leaders of the category is very good. So Kamehameha is obviously pretty easy to get. Time Limit, Gotenks is on there, I guess is why they did this, but sure. All right, super attack effect. We have the instant transmission Meteor Crush. 50% attack and defensive raise for 1 turn, immense damage, high chance to stun. Okay, so pretty solid. I don't think it's anything insane, but it's definitely good. It's very, very solid. All right, so we have the links and categories. I'm not going to go through all the categories. Links, we have Golden Warrior Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Over in a Flash, Limit Breaking Form, Kamehameha in First Battle. Pretty standard for a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Passive is Buying Time at all costs. Activates the entrance animation once only. Chance of performing a... So the good thing about the entrance animation is that it doesn't have any condition tied to it. So you're always going to get the entrance animation to play. Obviously, it's going to be tied to the buffs we're about to talk about as well, which is very good. I hate when entrance animations are tied to specific conditions. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 50% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. And reduces damage received by 90% upon the character's entry, and with each turn passed, damage reduction rate minus 15%. No more than minus 90% when there is another Majin Buu Saga... Well, oh, never mind, there is a condition. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team upon the character's entry. So there is a condition to this, but it's only requiring that you use 1 other Majin Buu Saga category ally, which is very easy. So it's almost as if there's no condition on this. Honestly, they didn't even really need to give that condition at all. It's almost like it's doesn't even, it's almost like it doesn't exist. But he has a very LR Golden Frieza-esque passive here for the entrance buff. 90% damage reduction, and then it goes down by 15% every turn. So the thing to note about this is I believe this is the same wording as LR Golden Frieza, which means that even on turns where he's not on rotation, this will still reduce the damage reduction. So he's going to have 90% on the first turn, and then the next turn that he appears on rotation, he's going to be at 60% damage reduction, which is still very good, but it does rapidly fall off. All right, so then we get to the main part here. Key plus 2, attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 150% when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 5% with each super attack performed, up to 30%. Doesn't say during the turn, so that is going to carry over to the future turns. So if you get an additional super on turn 1, you're at 100% damage reduction. That's pretty interesting. And then also, so you're kind of gonna have this like offset mechanic here, where the entrance animation, the damage reduction is tied to the entrance animation is going to be slowly falling, and then you're going to have this other damage reduction that is tied to you doing super attacks that's going to be slowly going up. So it's going to be like this. So you're going to have this offset sort of situation here. So if you're Goku and on turn 1 you do 2 super attacks, the next turn he's going to be on rotation, he's going to have the 60% damage reduction from the entrance buff plus the 10% damage reduction from that part. I do like that, actually. It's kind of like a way to balance it out. Medium chance of performing a critical hit. Launches an additional attack that is a great... Wait, so he has a medium chance of performing a critical hit, then he also has a 50% chance to crit for 5 turns. So this is certainly a character where I don't think you want to be prioritizing crit, which seems to be the norm these days because they all have built-in crit in their passives most of the time. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. When there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, plus an additional defense plus 100% and guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn, and an additional attack plus 100%, and launches an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. Kind of similar to like the 8th anniversary LRs. He's more of a defensive unit if you put him in slot 1, and then he becomes more of an offensive unit if you put him in slot 2 or 3. But regardless, you have to have a Majin Buu Saga category ally in the same turn, which is very good because they are giving us the EZA for the LR Super Vegito early on Global, which would have been a nightmare if we didn't get him early. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character and countering with tremendous power. So he's a counter against Ki Blast supers, but it is only 50%. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at his active skill. So the active skill is the full power Kamehameha. Can be activated when there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Okay, they didn't do the thing where it's 4th turn from first appearance. This is way better. That's a very, again, very easy condition. Massively raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage, and then all attacks become crits within the same turn. Yeah, so you really don't need crits on this unit at all. So you're going to want to go, I would say, mostly additional. He's not like stacking defense or anything, but getting an additional great defensive raise on this could be really interesting from the super deck effect. He doesn't. So this is not a character that he actually is really similar to LR Golden Frieza. This is kind of like a modern take on LR Golden Frieza. Actually, is how I'm looking at this. He does want another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team, or on the rotation even, which is not that bad. And then he's going to have guard and extra defense in slot 1. So he's going to have guard, damage reduction, and higher defense in slot 1. And then he's going to be doing more damage in slots 2 and 3. I just wish they would have not given him the great chance to super. I wished it was either guaranteed or 50% with something else built into the kit. We'll see. He seems very good to me. Very good. All right, let's check out BUU. So BUU is int. Actually, let me just check the stats real quick. So, wow, this guy's gonna have like 13,000 defense. That's a lot as a TUR. And then BUU is actually 13,500 defense. That is really high. That is LR level defense. All right, so BUU, Majin Buu Saga Sworn Enemies or storied figures, 3 key 170, and an extra 30% to Worldwide Chaos or Resurrected Warriors. I'm kind of interested in the fact that they didn't give him Majin Power as a leader skill. The only reason why I say that is because I don't think 21 is going to fit on this leader skill, right? She's not Majin Buu Saga, she's not storied figures. I don't think she's Sworn Enemies, unless I'm mistaken. And if you want to run a Majin, like, you're going to have to... Okay, we'll see. The passive activates the entrance animation once only and recovers 10% HP at the start of character's attacking turn for the rest of battle. Recovers an additional 10% HP for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team on the character's entry, yeah, that's not going to matter at all. Like, I don't think it really matters that much for Goku, but it really doesn't matter for BUU. If you're not running another Majin Buu Saga category character with this character on the team, like, you're probably not using the character correctly. So 10% HP at the start of the turn, and then for 5 turns, he's getting 20% HP instead of 10. Okay. 2 key 150% attack and defense, an additional 150% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Wait, does Goku attack and defense too, right? I just want to make sure. Yes, they're both getting attack and defense on super attack. Want to double check. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Yeah, thanks. Guards all attacks when HP is 50% or more at the start of turn. That's powerful. Recovers 10% HP at the end of turn. And if HP is 30% or less at the end of turn, recovers an additional 10% HP. Revives with H. Oh, he's a revive. Revives with HP fully recovered when the character is KO'd once only. Wow, so that's Metal Cooler. He doesn't have a condition. Just revive with full health when he dies once only. That is literally LR Metal Cooler. Survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 100%. Guards all attacks and launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill is activated. Recovers HP with sweet treats. Huh. Yeah, he seems pretty good. I'm actually a little bit, I don't want to say concerned, but I'm a bit intrigued as to the design behind giving him both a revive and the fact that he can survive a KO attack. Basically, what surviving a KO attack means is if you get hit by an attack that would have otherwise killed you, it leaves you at 1 health. So I'm envisioning a turn where you're sitting in slot 1 with this character, and you're intentionally wanting to activate the revive. And what happens is he gets hit by an attack that would have killed him, and then it leaves you at 1 health, and then the next character on the turn gets killed because you're at 1 health. See, the thing that would have made this a lot better is if they had the revive activate when this character or an ally on the rotation dies. Then it would have been fine. I'm a little bit skeptical as to that ability, but at least it gives you a chance to not die. But I don't know. Again, it's hard to strategically utilize the revive when that is a mechanic on this character, especially when he gets a lot more powerful with the revive activated. Interesting. All right, and then we forgot to check his super attack effect. So this is the Kamehameha. Oh, he's stacking defense. Raises defense, greatly raise attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage. Okay, that's pretty big. He's infinitely stacking defense. He does have a great chance to additional super. Yeah, launches an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super. Then his passive is, or his active, sorry, his active is the Candy Beam. Can be activated after the character's revival skill is activated or starting from the 7th turn from the start of battle. So the active skill effect, massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage, and delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. Wow. Changes all key spheres to cookies. Changes all key spheres to cookies. And for 1 turn, key plus 12. Which doesn't... Oh, wait, no, that does matter. Wow, they're actually making the recovers HP with sweet treats thing, like, actually useful. Because this is going to full heal you. He's changing the entire field to cookies, which means he's just going to heal to full health when he activates this. Because he's going to heal from cookies. That's like the first time that's ever been useful in the game. That is a... Dude, that's an insane active skill. He's doing damage. He's ghost ushering. And he's full healing you. Okay. I would have to say that I am a bigger fan of what we're seeing from BUU as opposed to Goku. But, again, I'm a little bit skeptical as to the design behind both him having a revive and the fact that he's surviving KO attacks, because I feel like it clashes. I feel like that the interaction between those two mechanics, I feel like they clash. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to test them out and see how it goes. But there we go. Now that we've taken a look at the actual details here, we can jump into the animations. So we'll start with BUU, and then we'll go into Goku afterwards, just because obviously everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see the intro for Goku, which I'm excited for. It should be the transformation, right? So let's play this. Let's put the sound not too high. Let me make sure the desktop audio is actually on here. All right, let's go. This is him coming out of the ball, obviously. All right, nice. This is active. The OST. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, here's the revive. You got to get in the 2015 Majin Vegeta animation. All right, let's see how this looks. That does look very good. I do like this. Okay. There's the EA super attack. Okay, he has the stretchy hand. There's the Kamehameha. Yeah, pretty good. I like those. They didn't show the... Hold on a second. Let me refresh. Maybe they added it. They didn't show the evil BUU stuff. Oh, that's what this is. These are the banner units down here. Oops, I guess I thought they were splitting up the BUU banner and the Goku banner. I guess it's just banner units are a separate video. Let's check this out. All right, base Go tanks. Okay, so that's supposed to be Go tanks from the off-screen. I think it was off-screen. The off-screen fight against Fat BUU. Oh, here's his counter, Evil BUU's counter. Oh, it's this? That's funny. I like that. They made that into a counter. And then here's Evil BUU's Kamehameha. Yeah, that's supposed to be from when Evil BUU clashed. Fat BUU and Evil BUU beam clash Kamehamehas, and then Evil BUU killed or overpowers him. All right, here we go. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Here's what we've been waiting for. Let's see how they do this. I'm actually surprised. Wow, they actually brought that into this? Yeah, that looks really good.
I'm still not used to this form just yet.
So there's two angles they could have gone. There's two paths they could have gone down for this intro animation. It was exactly what they did, or they could have taken the path of him going through all the forms. That would have been a much longer intro. But I like this too. This is definitely a different spin on I would have personally went with the, starting out with Super Saiyan 1, 2, and then like doing like the transformation into 3, but they focus more so on the transition into Super Saiyan 3 here, which I think is good. I like this. That looks good. Is this the knee? Does he do the knee? No, he doesn't do the knee. I'm waiting for a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that does like... So, let's see. This is the counter? Okay. And then here's the active.
I don't have much time left to give. But now or never.
That ending is really good. It's a pretty generic Kamehameha, but the ending is nice. There's one shot during the Fat BUU fight where Goku knees him in the face. I was waiting for that, but I don't think they included that. Damn. All right, well, I think they are very, very good looking. I personally am probably going to be more of a fan of BUU here. I just think his kit is a little bit more interesting to me. But Goku definitely seems very good. Banner units I'm not really that excited for. I think they could have done a better job with the design of these banner units. Again, they're not really designed to so much help the main Dokkan Fest characters, which I think should be the role of the banner units, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the new characters, and I will see you all in the next one.